Greetings everyone. Today is Tuesday, September 23rd, 2014. In this video, I would like to ask the question, is God real? If God is real, then why are all the religions different? Which religion do you choose and what do you base it on? Do you just choose one that you like? Or is there enough proof from one of these to show us that God is real and that He proves this beyond any reasonable doubt? Out of all the gods in all the books of all the religions, there is only one of them that proves that He is real. And I'm going to prove that to you in this video. The God I am talking about is the God of the Bible. All the other religions out there, none of their gods can do what the God of the Bible does, which is tell us prophecy of the future. Now, there are different types of prophecy in our Bible, but we're going to focus on just one of them, one that man cannot touch. That is the prophecy of signs in the heavens. In the very first chapter of the very first book of the Bible, in Genesis 1:14, God says, "And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years." And then in Genesis 1:16 he says, "And God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also. The greater light to rule the day is the sun, and the lesser light to rule the night is the moon. And He made the stars also." So back up to the top, "And let there be lights," that's the sun, the moon, and the stars, "in the firmament of the heaven, to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs." God says the sun, the moon, and the stars are to be used for signs. But how do we know what to look for? Does the Bible give us any other verses that tell us what we should look for in these signs in the heavens? There are 4 verses in the Bible that talk about specific signs in heaven. Revelation 12:1, "And there appeared a great sign in heaven." Revelation 12:3, "And there appeared another sign in heaven." Revelation 15:1, "And I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous." And Matthew 24:30, "And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven." So do these 4 signs talk about the same kind of sign that was talked about in Genesis? Let's compare Revelation 12:1 to Genesis 1:14 and 1:16. Here are these 3 verses. Let's look at them closely. "And there appeared a great sign in heaven. Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven. A woman clothed with the sun, the greater light to rule the day, and the moon under her feet, and the lesser light to rule the night. And upon her head a crown of 12 stars. He made the stars also." So if we can find this great sign in heaven from Revelation 12:1, that would prove the God from the Bible can do things that the other gods from the other books can't. He can tell us the future before it happens. In the year 2017, on September 23rd, just 3 years in our future, we find this sign. Let's read through it. Revelation 12:1 and 2. "And there appeared a great sign in heaven." This sign is right up above our heads. "A woman," you know her as Virgo today, but in the Bible it just calls her the woman. "A woman clothed with the sun," here's the sun clothing her, "and the moon under her feet," here's the moon under her feet, "and upon her head a crown of 12 stars." Now Leo has 9 stars in it, and at this time 3 of the wandering stars come through to make up the crown. Now these wandering stars come from the word planet. The word planet is ancient Greek. It means wandering star. And verse 2, "And she being with child cried, travailing in birth, and pain to be delivered." At this point, Jupiter, one of the wandering stars, looks like it's being birthed. Now this sign has been thoroughly investigated from the time before Christ to over 6,000 years in our future, and it only happens on this day. So this isn't just a once in a lifetime sign, it's a once and forever sign. and is now just 3 years away. Now, Revelation 12 is supposed to be in the 7th trumpet, which means before this sign happens, there are 7 seals and 6 trumpets that have to happen first. And then after this sign, we should be able to find the other 3 signs that are mentioned in the Bible, and they should be in chronological order. So that sign fits very well with Revelation 12:1 and 2. We're going to skip these other 2 for now, and we're going straight for Matthew 24:30, because if we can find this, that would be a real clincher that we're on to something. Matthew 24:30, and then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. The Son of Man in this verse is talking about Jesus. We have a number of verses in the Bible from the disciples as well as Jesus referring to himself as the Son of Man. Matthew 16:27, for the Son of Man shall come in the glory of his Father with his angels, and then he shall reward every man according to his works. So the Son of Man is referring to Jesus. But back to Matthew 24:30, and then shall appear the sign of Jesus. What is Jesus' sign? Philippians 2:8, and being found in fashion as a man, he humbled himself and became obedient unto death, even the death of the cross. This is Jesus' sign. It is Jesus on a cross. So when we are looking for the sign of the Son of Man, we should be looking for Jesus on a cross. On February 11th in 2021, 3.5 years after the Revelation 12 sign, we find this sign. This cross has Jupiter, the king planet or king wandering star, right next to Venus, the bright and morning star. In Revelation 22:16, Jesus says, I am the root and the offspring of David, and the bright and morning star. So here we have Jupiter the king, and it's right next to the bright and morning star. This is the current timeline. I have blacked everything out because we are going to fill things in as we go along, starting with the 2 we just finished.